So over the years, I have played a lot of games on my channel, and I feel like a question that's had to have been asked at least once, I hope somebody's asked the question, is what are my top 10 favorite games? And have I played them all on the channel? Well, the second one will kind of answer itself, but as for the first one, it's easily the first Subnautica. Like, it's not even a competition, it is easily the first Subnautica. I don't know why, but I just love the game so goddamn much, and it has such a special place in my heart that I don't think anything else is going to overtake it. The sequel's good too, like I really like the sequel. I mean, granted it didn't live up to the first, but I really do like the sequel. I think it gets way too much flack. Bloodborne would have to be in there somewhere for a lot of reasons. One, because it's the very first Souls game I've ever beaten. It's not the first one I've properly experienced, that was Dark Souls 1. But I've played Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Mortal Shell, and Bloodborne, and I'm going to play Elden Ring soon at the time of recording. But I don't know, I love Bloodborne, it's such a fun game. It's got such a good aesthetic, I love almost everything about it. I don't know where in my top 10 it would go. We're gonna put it... Let's put it at number 6 for now, and then we can adjust later, but it's in the top 10 somewhere, I can guarantee you that. One of the new Doom games from the new trilogy pretty much has to be there. Do I put 2016 Eternal? You know what? This also might piss off some people, but the Dark Ages has got to be in there. I don't even think it's just recency bias. I think they knocked it out of the goddamn park with this game. Like, I love 2016 and I love Eternal. I've beaten both of them, and I'm currently replaying through Eternal on Nightmare difficulty. But I think they killed it with the Dark Ages. I think it's got easily the best aesthetic of the three, and I don't know, I like the slower gameplay. And it's got a lot of new features and it's a lot more inviting. I'll put it at number 9 for now. Doom Eternal's also probably got to go in here, but I don't know if it's going to be, like, where it's going to land. I could put it at number 10, because I do think this game is ever so slightly better than Eternal. Outlast, the very first Outlast has got to be in here. I believe it was my first major experience with a horror game, and it was kind of what broke me into horror games and made me not as scared to play certain horror games. Like, I used to be such a baby to the point where, like, I literally would just quit at the first sign of danger, but Outlast kind of broke me out of that. I'll put it at number 8 for now, because I love Bloodborne. I might bump Bloodborne up. I have 5 slots left. What else could go here? A Call of Duty game has got to be in here. I'm debating between Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Modern Warfare 3. Those are like the 3 that I'm debating about putting in here. Also, I should have clarified, this is not a list of the best games, it's a list of my favorites. So just because, you know, the Dark Ages is not as loved as Eternal, it's my list, and I love the Dark Ages, so... I'm tempted to put Black Ops 1 here. I mean, there's one for Black Ops 1 and 2. See, that's a debate I've had in my head for a long time, like, which is better, Black Ops 1 or 2? And for a long time, I really liked the second one. I still do love the second one. But looking back at it and actually looking at it from an objective standpoint, I think the first game's zombies is better, and I think the first game has a better aesthetic. I remember I played through a tiny bit of Black Ops 2's campaign, but I've played through a decent bit of the Black Ops 1 campaign, and from what I've seen to all of them, I think Black Ops 1 just barely beats 2. So to be honest, I might just put the first Black Ops in here. 3 is really, really good. I initially thought 3 was okay at first. Hell, same with Cold War. I thought both of these were just like, well, I didn't really like Cold War when it first launched, and I first played it. But I grew to love Cold War. Neither of these would be in like my top 10 though, but I do love both games. I'm gonna put Black Ops 1 at number 3. Screw it. It shaped a lot of my childhood, and I still love the game to death. The first Infamous has got to be in here. I love Infamous 1 and 2, but the first one specifically has got to be in here somewhere. I'm a sucker for atmosphere and, like, mood and vibe in a game, so the first game's darker and grittier aesthetic just is so nice. Do I love it more or less than Bloodborne? Because I kind of want to bump Bloodborne up to number 5, but I'm not sure if I want to put Infamous above or below Bloodborne. I'm gonna put it just... It did shape a lot of my childhood, though. There are a few games that shaped a lot of my childhood. I'm gonna put it just above. I don't know if it's gonna stay in number 4. Wait, is this game even on here? This is another game that shaped a lot of my childhood. Oh my god, this actually is here. I'm tempted to put this in there because this, my god, I get so much... I don't want this list to be driven by nostalgia, though. I guess objectively Bloodborne is a better game, and I do like it a lot, but Infamous deserves to be on this list at least. The original Plants vs. Zombies, that's gotta be here easily. Where do I put that, though? I'm gonna swap it with Infamous. So I got 2 slots left. I'm gonna bump this down, actually. What other games could be on this list? I might just low-key open up my PlayStation library and see if there's anything. Ooh, Kirby Planet Robobot is probably gonna be on here. I don't support Nintendo, but I will not lie, they always make banging Kirby games. Like, absolutely bitchin' Kirby games. I'm tempted, I don't know if I want to put Forgotten Land or Robobot on here. Probably Robobot, because that is my self-proclaimed favorite Kirby game, and it still is. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bump everything up a slot, and then put Forgotten Land at 10, because there are other games I like a lot better, but I think Planet Robobot deserves to be on the list. Okay, I literally have my PlayStation library open right now, and I am going to just look through and see if I can get any idea. I really love Hollow Knight, but I still need to finish the game, and I don't know if that's going to be in, like, my top 10. Oh, the first Little Big Planet. Oh, that might be a strong contender, actually. That might be a strong contender. I didn't even think of that. Oh, that is a strong, strong contender. Shit. That's tough. Do you want to talk about games that shaped my childhood? I'd waste so many hours playing online levels in Little Big Planet 1 when the game still had that, and hell, even when Little Big Planet, like, 1 and 2 lost their ability to access the servers, I would still go on Little Big Planet 3 and play old Little Big Planet 1 created levels. Like, the first one's easily my favorite. Best atmosphere, it has the best characters in my opinion, and just... Another one that I thought of was the very first Five Nights at Freddy's. I've always been a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, but I still think the first one is easily the best. Well, maybe not easily, I guess, if you want to look at it objectively. There's probably a lot of better ones, but I think the first Five Nights at Freddy's is absolutely iconic, and it's a classic, and I love it a lot. I love Resident Evil 3. I know it's one of the only major ones I've played so far, and maybe I'll grow to, like, go against that opinion, but from what I've seen in 3, I really love Resident Evil 3. It's not in my favorite games ever, though. I love Super Hot. Super Hot. I might have to just give it to the first Little Big Planet, because, my lord. This is probably going to stay at the 10th place position. It's still in the top 10, but it's probably going to stay at number 10. These two are going to stay side by side. But I genuinely think, not even just recency bias, I genuinely think Doom the Dark Ages is just ever so slightly better than Eternal. Doom the Dark Ages is genuinely, like, one of, if not the most fun experiences I've ever had in video gaming ever. Like, Bloodborne, Subnautica, and Planet Robobot are all extremely high up there, but Doom the Dark Ages was just on another friggin' level altogether. I had so much fun playing that, and Eternal too, but Doom the Dark Ages, my god. I might just put it in number 2, to be honest. I'm trying to look to see if there's any, like, adjustments I want to make. Actually, no, because Plants vs. Zombies is a game I still play to this day. I still play Infamous, like, once every blue moon, but I play Plants vs. Zombies way more often now than I did with Infamous, so... The only thing I would say is it feels wrong not putting Bookworm Adventures in there. But... maybe if you guys want, I could do, like, a top 20 or top 25, and then I could actually include and build off this, but yeah. I think that is my top 10 favorite. Number 10 is Kirby Planet Robobot. Number 9 is Doom Eternal. Number 8 is Doom in the Dark Ages. Number 7 is the first Outlast. Number 6 is the first Infamous. Number 5 is the first PvZ. You notice that I really like the first games. Number 4 is Bloodborne. Number 3 is Black Ops 1. Number 2 is Little Big Planet, the original, and number 1 is Subnautica. This will probably never change. Subnautica is just goated. Until then, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to see more of my uploads. Be sure to do the same thing for all my friends' channels, Team84 and Unemployed if you want. Check out my podcast merch, Patreon, and background music channel. Links in the description, and I will see you guys next time for more. Peace out, everybody.